Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Now to return, this is David Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And he finds the tight end lead. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Lock going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. to throw again. Lock.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lock. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down is Lock. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Panther first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
1 yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Johnson now returning. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, no, complete. It's Jacobs. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I can't came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Van Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Block working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to score. That's a Viking touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From just shy of midfield. Block will get this into the hands of Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
18-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And it's
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 2.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota. Josh Jacobs as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Once again, it's Mostert. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now to the air, Locke. And then there is Malone. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
4 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
C.J. Mosley on the...
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. They'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd down and 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
25-yard line.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed to him, making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Locke. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Brings up 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40-yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And this is caught at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Carolina.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
By Brandon Carr. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Locke. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Burrow on first down. got Njoku, his big tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
As he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To the air again, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings us up to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, it's Jacobs, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
He was brought down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
Counter play with Jacobs, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Call it a 3-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. So the final seconds have